Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to thank everybody that watched my first video and liked it and commented. I'm just starting out, so even the few people that did watch it and did comment, I am really appreciative. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos so that other people can hear my story, can hear my journey. So I left off in the last video with I was ready to fight this. I was diagnosed with stage 2B cervical cancer. I had a 9-centimeter mass on my cervix extending into my uterus, and I needed a plan. So I had a follow-up appointment with the oncologist. Okay, so I went to the hospital on the 16th. I had a CT scan on the 16th, a sonogram on the 16th. I had a biopsy on the 17th, in which that day I was diagnosed with stage 2B cervical cancer. And then on the 18th, they discharged me with a follow-up appointment to my oncologist. So I went on June 21st, 2016 to see my oncologist so she could go over the biopsy results with me, the CT results with me, the treatment plan, my prognosis, and anything else I wanted to know. This was very hard. I want to say who went with me. I think it was my mom, my dad, and I want to say Eric went with me. I'm not sure. So I went to go see her on June 21st, and this was my second time meeting her, and she is amazing. When I went in there, I didn't know what to expect, and I got a whole bunch of information all at one time. And one thing that I do and that I love about my doctor, because I'm so forgetful, is she writes everything down for me. Writes everything down for me. And as she was telling me the treatment plan, she was writing it down. So this is what she wrote down. She wrote, okay, so I was gonna receive chemotherapy and radiation. It was gonna be external radiation followed by internal radiation at CTRC with Dr. Ng. And my first appointment with Dr. Ng was on June 28th. So when I went in there, they did another CT scan to do my markers. They're like little tattoos on my hips and one on my pelvic area. I still have them. It's pretty neat. I want to get like a tattoo around it, but still where you can see that it's a little tiny dots. I mean, they're little tiny dots, but those were the markers for, when they did the radiation, they put you in a certain position and they knew exactly where you needed the radiation. And so she said I was going to have 5 to 6 weeks of external radiation, and then I was going to have internal radiation. What she also said, I was going to have chemotherapy 1 day a week. And she listed like all the side effects. It's fatigue, nausea, vomiting, kidney damage, diarrhea, bone marrow, easy infection, anemia, easy bleeding, low white blood cells. And then I was instructed that when I got a start date for radiation therapy to call her medical secretary so that she would know when I was starting treatment. She also told me not to go and just Google my diagnosis because I was going to scare myself. So she did say a good website for me to go on that she was okay with me going on was chemocare.com. And I remember going to that website and I read up a little bit, but I was just in so much pain that I don't remember a lot. So she also gave me copies of my CT scan. She gave me copies of my biopsy results. She just had everything for me. So my radiation I got done at CTRC. My chemotherapy I got done at University Hospital, and they were amazing also. This is the calendar they give you. They write everything down for you. They even write down what side effects you might have what to do if you have those side effects. They were very thorough, and you know, my treatment couldn't have been any better. I was so emotional. I would go into radiation crying. I would go into chemotherapy crying. I would have anxiety. It was just so much. The nurses, the staff, the doctors, they were amazing. I couldn't have had a better experience. I was in and out of the hospital through these treatments just because of pain. But I'm just gonna go over now some dates with you so you can kind of see the timeline of, you know, how fast things happened. I got diagnosed on June 17th. I saw Dr. McCann on June 21st. I saw the radiation oncologist on June 28th. I started my first day of radiation on July 7th, 2016. I started my first day of chemo on July 11th, 2016. My last day of chemotherapy, or the first round, because I'll have more videos of, you know, my second round of treatment. My last day of my initial treatment of chemotherapy was on August 8th, 2016. I started internal radiation on August 22nd, 2016, and then my last day of external and internal radiation was on September 14th, 2016. Through all of this, I struggled. The nausea was bad. The fatigue, vomiting, diarrhea, it was horrible. But they had a plan for me. They were like, quick, like, get her in, we're gonna take care of her, we're gonna take care of this, we're gonna do this. And you know, my first round of treatment, the chemotherapy that I was taking, I didn't lose my hair. I did lose a lot of weight, but I didn't lose my hair. And so I was so excited when I finished my last day of radiation on September 14, 2016, because that meant I was done. And what was going to happen next was I was going to have a follow-up CT scan, and I was so sure that I was, you know, cured. And I wasn't. Well, that's another video. My next video will be about how I started having more pain and how I found out that it had spread. But I just wanted to let y'all know in a little more detail the treatment plan when I left. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know it's just me talking. I promise my videos will get better. I'll start to include my kids. My daughter actually wants to do a video, you know, on how she felt when I told her that I had cancer. So we'll do that. I feel so much better talking about this and going through all of this. I think back and I'm starting to believe I'm strong. I look at all this that I did, and it's amazing. I'm still here. I'm gonna beat it. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Mwah.